I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I am confused. I have hit a runt, a stump in my life. I am 20 years old, and I'm pretty sure I'm having a midlife crisis. I'm just not having a good time. My name is Jeanette, hence the G. I am in my second year at Queen's University in a mathematics program, a four-year program. How did I get here? How did I get to this state, to this position where I am so lost? You know what? Let's take it back. Let's go back to high school. My number one school choice was Waterloo. And that was the only school I wanted to get into. If I wasn't going to that school, I wasn't going anywhere. I was not. That was it for me. So obviously I'm in Queens, so I didn't get in, and I thought that was the end of the world. So what I ended up doing was I got into Queens at the Castle. So what it was like a first year exchange to go study in England at a castle in Sussex, studying and traveling. Honestly, having the time of my life. Honestly, it was a great experience socially. Not academically, but socially. Here's a look at my first year. As much as that was a good time for me, in terms of course selection, there wasn't as much offered. I'm not gonna say not a lot, but there wasn't as much offered. And it was just I didn't really know what I wanted to do, because it was I only had Waterloo math put into my life, and I was oh, that's it or nothing. So now I'm in this boat where it's okay, find something. So it was I always had in the back of my head, I was I'm still going to apply for a math major, because when you're in first year, you're kind of in a general everything. So I was the kind of person that sat in every single class before I would pick what I'm taking for that semester. At one point, I swear I was enrolled in 7 classes just so I can be which one am I not gonna hate? So then I would drop down 2, so I would be in 5 courses. I'm just indecisive about that stuff, because it's just, for me, it just feels like a big deal. Every course you take dictates what you're gonna do in the future, or what you're not gonna do, or what you're preventing yourself from doing by not taking it. And it's just I'm just always in my head about that kind of thing. Fast forward to second year, I moved in with my friends from the castle. We found a house. It's really exciting because we're on main campus now, and we've never even, I've never even visited Queens before. When I applied, I was just pick that one. I didn't even go. But yeah, it was cool because it was new, it was exciting. It was my first time living on my own, where I'm cooking for myself. I'm going grocery shopping, I'm doing my own laundry. Classes and course selection. So I had applied at the end of my first year. I had applied to get into the math major, a specialization, but I got into the major. So I was really excited. I was yeah, math. Oh boy, little did I know. One of my required courses for math was linear algebra, but they didn't offer that at the castle. So I had to take first year linear algebra in my second year, and I was in it for a solid 2 weeks, and I was I can't. This is not for me. I don't want to do this. Dropped it. So now it was that's a required course in my program. So it's I wasn't allowed to take other courses without taking that one first, because it's it built off, it was a prerequisite, whatever, all that jazz. So I was kind of just okay, so you're in a math program, You dropped the first mandatory course degree. What are you doing? I don't know. It was kind of hard because it was like, a lot of the times throughout my first semester, I was kind of just like, what am I doing? What am I here for? Like, I'm in electives. I don't really have a set path. So it was really hard to continue like that. So that kind of sums up my first semester. And then we had like Christmas break, and I was kind of just in a bad space in my head because I was kind of just like, I kind of just felt like I had failed at first semester because it was like I wasn't happy with what I was doing. I didn't feel like I was progressing towards anything because it's like, if I was gonna do the math program, like I have to take that course, and it was just like, I didn't want to. So now I was like, why am I putting myself through that? And it really took a toll like on me mentally, because it was like I just started getting sad about it, and I was just kind of like, I don't know what to do. Like, and it's like I'd been to all the academic advising meetings possible. It was like none of them were helpful, so I just felt like a lost cause. So Christmas break comes around. I go on vacation. Stay tuned for that vacation vlog because it's coming. Yeah, I go on vacation, kind of get my head clear a little bit, figure out what I'm gonna do for this semester, because I was really debating taking this semester off because I was just so unhappy with what I was doing. So what I ended up doing was I was like, okay, so I'm just gonna become a part-time student, so I'm not just taking electives. I'm not just feeling like I'm just wasting my time. Yeah, second semester rolls around, and it's like new year, new me, new semester. Like, I'm gonna give this a chance. I'm gonna put my all into this. Like, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna be positive about it. It was harder than that because it's just like what I went through, what I'm still going through. It's kind of just like I don't like the school I'm at. Like, the transition from like the international program I did to the main campus just wasn't the greatest. So it was like I was really struggling socially as well as academically. So like it's hard. It was so hard, and it was just like I felt hopeless. I felt helpless. I felt directionless. Like, and then it just, my mental health just started plummeting. No matter like who I turned to for help, it was just like I just knew that deep down like no one could help me but myself. But it's like I didn't know how to help myself. I just didn't know what to do, and it's just I didn't know how to figure it out. I didn't know how to change my position. I didn't want to take this semester off from that point, because it was just like I would just feel like I'm not progressing even more, because it's like now I'm not in school. Now I'm really not working towards anything, and I just found myself just like wasting my life away. That feeling didn't go away, and it wasn't going away because my situation wasn't changing. And there just felt like there's like a lot of pressure about what to do, because it was just like my parents are like trying to help me, like my family's trying to help me, my friends are trying to help me. It's hard because it's like you don't really want to be a burden to people, but it's like what you have to understand is like people want to help you, people want to be there for you, and like no matter how much you don't want to be a burden or you don't want to like make them feel sad because you're feeling sad, it's like you kind of just gotta, you just have to, like, or else it's like nothing is gonna change, because it's like although you're trying to help yourself, like it's okay to ask for help. And that's something like that took me a while to realize. The thing with Queens that I was really, really struggling with is that I knew I didn't want to be in math anymore, but because I was an upper year, it made it hard for me to switch into other programs because I didn't take the prerequisites before, or I wasn't guaranteed because I wasn't a first year, and it was just like a lot of roadblock, and it's like I couldn't navigate myself through them, and it was like I was trying, and it was like I was putting myself out there, and it was like I was trying to make the change, but like the school was like no. So then I was like, okay, if they're gonna stop me, I'm gonna make a bigger change, and I was like, move schools. So right now that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to find a different program, different school, do what I want to do. Even if I don't know, try something else. Like, I don't want to just sulk in this. Like, I don't want to be sad in this. I don't want to feel trapped. It's like, I'm going to create my own destiny. I'm going to document how I grow, and hopefully not only is this for me, but like, I know people like to say, oh, you're not going through this alone. Like, everybody goes through this, but it's like, you don't see it. So it's like, if you want to use me as an example to be able to see it, I will be that example. If you want to see my journey and where I end up and what I end up doing, subscribe.